luck never plays purely a role in a race when it takes a lot of team effort and driver effort to get that result done. So take us through your race and ultimately how you moved to the front.
Yeah, I think track position was a big thing today. I didn't get to see the race from, really the middle or the back, but I got to think that it was very difficult to pass people today. So if you got track position, I think that was king. Obviously, we were good. We've been good all weekend on old tires and certainly the primary tires. I think, we missed out a little bit in qualifying and we're disappointed with the Q2 segment and how it kind of fell for us. I thought we were better than that. Certainly could have, been up closer to Will and Elio. But we wanted to dig deep and have a good race. So like you said, I think the yellow for sure played a part in helping us win this race. It was just a good call at the right time from the two-car guys and Tim Cindric. So, that was kind of the first domino for us to fall. And then after that, it was just a matter of managing the race, making good fuel mileage and then driving fast to stay in front of everybody. And once that scenario came about, I thought we had everything we needed to win the race. I was very confident in our race car going into it with everything that the two-car guys had given me. So tough day, not easy. I'm glad the rain held off. It would have been fun to run in the rain, but at the same time, it's nice when you're out front to have a very straightforward race. So I think that played into our favor as well.
Were you concerned after qualifying if track position you say was so important around this track? Did you ever imagine that you could end up on top if perhaps that domino hadn't had fallen in the race?
Yeah, I think so. I think if it didn't fall against us, we could still, potentially come out victorious. It's impossible to predict if we didn't catch the yellow, if we wouldn't have won the race. I have no idea. Maybe we would have finished, 5th or 4th or something. But after the first start, we found ourselves in 4th position after we missed Will and Scott's incident. So it was a really good start for us. And then from there, we still had a plan that we needed to have track position. So that was going to be our go-to plan to try and differentiate ourselves between us and the leaders. So if the yellow didn't fall, we were still doing something like that. And how it would play out, I have no idea. The yellow just worked perfectly. So, we were still fast. We were up there. But I'll always take a little bit of luck. I think we all would, It's funny because Rick Mears told me one time, this was one of the best things I've ever heard. He said, you'll have more days where you should have won the race and things go against you and you don't win the race than you have days where it goes your way and you end up winning the race. So the days it goes your way and you get something lucky, you just take them because there's more days where you can say, well, we should have won that race. So I'll take a lucky yellow any day of the week.
DeVilbiss was on your car when you won earlier this year in Barber, correct? It was their...
No, it was Fitzgerald.
I apologize.
Fitzgerald glider kit. So.
Gotcha. Moving on. Bruce?
But what is interesting about this year is you've won at the two tracks where you got your first two victories. And how strange is that for you?
That's odd. It's very odd. I think we missed out on Road America. I really think we had a win in our grasp there. And obviously, it didn't play out for a couple different reasons with tire strategy and the way the way the yellow fell there actually fell against us, in my opinion. So we kind of, we'll take the yellow today because at Road America, when it came out, I would have loved for it not to. So it's almost, in a weird way, payback for Road America. But I definitely, I thought the same thing. I was like, it's so weird that we've won at two places I've already won at, and the first two places I won races. So for me, it would be nice to finish the year winning at a place that I haven't won yet with the two-car and Team Penske. I would love that for myself, and I love it for the team. So I don't know what that says, but these places just see. This is the second time that a yellow fell in my favor here at Toronto too. So I don't know if it's just a little bit of Canadian luck, but it seems to give it to me here.
Other questions for Josef? Yes.
Congrats, Josef. What does this finish do to your outlook towards the end of the championship, and how do you feel at the tracks that are coming up on the schedule?
Yeah, it's a good day for us. Specifically on the two-car, it's a good day, and I think for Team Penske as a whole, it's a very good day with where Scott finished. I haven't seen the full breakdown, but I'm assuming it's a very good day for all of us and a very good day for us on the two-car. So I'm excited about that. The big thing for us is we can't get into many more incidences like we've had in the first half of the year. I think month of May is really what's killed us in the points championship. We had a bad GP with a pit lane speed limiter issue. And then we had a bad Indy 500, wrecking out with 20 to go, getting caught up in something. So we've had some races that we've had to pick up from a deficit, and I think if those weren't there, we'd probably be leading the championship. But other guys can say the same thing. They'll say, well, we had races like this too. So it goes and it it kind of yo-yos back and forth for everybody. Everyone's going to have good races and bad races. What we've got to do is just prioritize always having solid finishes from here to the end. And I think if we're the most consistent, then we absolutely can win the championship. So it's going to be the guy who does that the best.
John?
Another victory north of the border. We should make you an honorary Canadian.
I love beating Hinch in Canada, you know? I love Hinch. He's a great representative, but this is so good. He was joking, actually. We got on TV on Victory Lane. He's like, I'm going to go promote Nashville so that we go there because I'm from Nashville. And he's like, we're going back, and I'm going to beat you in Nashville now. So, no, but it's fun. It's fun being up here. I love Canada. Love the support.
Can you discuss, though, some of the similarities and differences, though, between the victory today and your last one?
Well, this one, ooh, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. They both, they were both difficult. They both feel stressful. It's a street course, so whenever you're in the lead on a street course, it always feels stressful. It doesn't feel easy. Like you're in the lead, you have a good gap, just manage it and finish the race. I feel like a street course always brings a bit of stress with the walls and all the variables that you're always dealing with. Today there was a little more with the rain. I was concerned about that and how it would throw a wrench into the works. It starts raining when I'm on the wrong end of the track, then that wouldn't be very good. So there was things that, stressed me out for sure, but, it was a fairly straightforward day, and I think probably, taking aside the stress, it felt a little bit easier than the first year when I had my, first win here and my second win of my career. I think, the more you do it, the more that you drive the cars, the easier it all becomes. So today was just more of a normal process, just doing what we always do when we come to an IndyCar weekend. So that was probably the main feel difference.